So one thing that you're going to notice about being in a narcissistic relationship, and this is how you're going to know, you're not the narcissist in the relationship because you're checking yourself. You're taking accountability for things. You're looking at things that you've done and you're like, I'm really sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that. And so basically, when you are in a relationship with a narcissist, they will refuse to take accountability for anything. They won't say they're sorry for anything because this is the deep, deep wound that they have, is that they are so afraid to feel like they are flawed that they will not look at themselves. And it's terrifying to look at themselves because the flaws, it's like a fragile ego. The ego is so fragile that it cannot look at itself without crumbling. And it's like this, so they will not. They choose not to. They'll say, nope, we're good. And they will expect you just to get over things without them having to say anything or do anything. And so you're going to run into that, especially if you've been around a narcissist. They tend to never take accountability. And so you will be left high and dry without any kind of apology ever. And working through problems, it's never going to go well. So when you bring up the problem with them, they're going to feel threatened and they're going to shut down and throw it right back at you. And they're going to bring up something that would hurt you. They're going to hurt you back. And so in this dynamic, it's never going to change. And so if you are experiencing this where you're with someone who will never take accountability, think about what kind of person they are. Are they selfish? Do they put themselves first always? Are they controlling? Do they gaslight you? Do they breadcrumb you? Do they make you feel loved and then they make you feel like you're this big? Do they they'll say things to trigger you and then they'll say they never said it. Again, the accountability thing. And so you will be sitting there, and if I always had hope for those people in my life that were like that they would actually apologize to me. But that's kind of irrational on my part. It's never going to happen. And even if they did, it would be because it served them in some form or fashion. And it wouldn't be real. It'd be a fake apology. And so you have to be very careful about accepting and pulling them right back into your life, because the thing is, you can accept the apology, but don't let them back in, because no, they're just there to take from you. That apology is fake so they can get back in to take more from you, and to control more and to have the appearance of normalcy, and so it becomes problematic when they never take accountability for what they've done. And you will be sitting there sad because something wrong has happened. You've been wronged, and they won't ever fix it or take accountability for it. And so there you are, defeated every time that there's conflict. And so there's one of my videos where I talk about conflict. Conflict is a necessary thing in functional relationships. You're just going to have it. It's how you deal with it that makes it better. It's like the less drama you can have there, the better you're going to be. But even doing that with somebody who has the narcissistic tendencies that are really high on that scale, they're not even going to fall for that one. They're not even going to take accountability for that one. And then they will always be the victim for what you say. So they take, and I heard this the other day, it's like they take your confrontation about the conflict as something that you're doing personally to them. And so you are sitting there like just expressing your feelings, right? And they take it as a personal attack. So it never gets resolved. And so it just builds and builds and builds and builds. And you never feel seen or validated. And you never will be. And that is the hardest part about being in a relationship with somebody who has the narcissistic tendencies, like the big time narcissistic tendencies, is that you can't ever expect an apology, nor can you ever expect them to take accountability for anything that they do. Because they won't do that. They just won't. But anyway, It's a sad, sad reality, isn't it? Just want to shake them. But here we are being awesome because, we can go no contact. Okay. Y'all have fun. Behave. Don't be too crazy. But be crazy enough. Okay.